To wrap up today's proceedings, we will have some closing thoughts from Aude Maio-Coliche, Director of the Strategic Communication and Foresight at the European External Action Service. Thank you, Aude.
Well, it is to wrap up, and to first and foremost, I would like to thank you, Jessica, for moderating this whole morning in very lively debates. And of course, I would like to thank the delegation of the European Union to the United Kingdom for organizing this very brilliant seminar together with the project CFI, supported by the Foreign Policy Instrument. And thank the colleague also in the EEAS who have contributed to that. A lot of people involved to be able to offer, I think, what is the best level of knowledge we have today about FIMI and how to analyze it and how to react to it. So we as EU are doing this seminar in the UK already now for the third year consecutively. UK is without any doubt the strongest international partner in this line of work, foreign interference, manipulation of information. And as we just mentioned, it is about building stronger collective response to FIMI, also on the basis of our shared values, freedom of speech, and full respect of human rights. So there is another interesting aspect to it, is that we are in a domain that is security and defense, and we had the last panel only with women. So I'm very happy about that, because we need women in security and defense and diplomacy. So thank you also for taking the lead in these topics like this. I was talking about international cooperation, talking about the importance of it, on FIMI, and giving you a concrete example of what this international action is about. We are working together with the UK in the context of the G7 on the rapid response mechanism, the ERM, and in this context, every member of the G7 has a working group, and at the European External Action Service, we are responsible for the collective response framework for FIMI. And this is a very important work we're taking very seriously. We hope to be able to deliver soon. I will not give a date, but this part is very important, because when we started that work on FIMI, it was already in 2015, 10 years already. Some people here have had time to come and leave from the team. We've created the Eastern Stratcom Task Force, looking really at disinformation by Russia. Now we have several task forces, and we've worked on this definition that is so important of FIMI. And now it's a methodology that is adopted by many of our partners, nearly globally. We're still trying to get more adepts of it. Now we've also worked on a FIMI toolbox, how to react, how to progress on understanding collectively this threat. So responding firmly to FIMI is really now our priority. And the collaboration within the G7 rapid reaction mechanism is showing it. But we mentioned it in between lines before, but I would like to say that very recently, the European Union has taken a big step, another big step in responding. In the toolbox, you have exposing the actors, and you have holding them accountable. So on the 8th of October, the European Union Council of Ministers has adopted a dedicated framework for restrictive measures in response to Russia's destabilizing action abroad on the proposal of the HRVP. And in fact, this is a new setup of restrictive measures that allows us to address FIMI by Russia and others, but it also addresses a variety of hybrid threats. So not only FIMI, but also undermining electoral processes, undermining the functioning of democratic institutions, the threats against sabotage of economic activities, services of public interest, or critical infrastructures. It also targets the use of coordinated disinformation, the FIMI, malicious cyber activities, the instrumentalization of migrants, and other destabilization activities. So under this newly established framework, those designated will be subject to an asset freeze, and EU citizens and companies will be forbidden for making funds available to them. In addition, natural persons will also be subject to a travel ban, which will prevent them from entering or transiting through EU territories. So we consider it's a big step forward. And with this new framework, it's another signal, and it's another signal that we will not let our societies to be deceived and our values to be undermined. So our international collaboration with the UK and with all present, representing different parts of the academics, the NGOs, and other countries, we really count on you to take this cooperation forward. So I thank you very much. And as I'm concluding, I mean, maybe you want to say something else, Jessica, or invite the public. But thank you very much.
I will. Thank you, Aude. Before we break for lunch, I would like to remind you there is a session starting at 2:30 on strengthening cognitive security, from bias to brain warfare, enhancing cognitive security against malign actors. If you have not yet registered and would like to go, please go to the registration desk. I'd like to thank all of our panelists today and across the entire morning. And I'd like to thank all of you in the audience here, everybody watching online. I think you will agree it's been really illuminating and fascinating. So there's more to come, and enjoy your lunch. Thank you.